Where are all my remote peoples? We back. Okay, so here we have an overnight care center representative. All nocturnal people, please come up and step up to this position if you're trying to be remote and work overnight. So all y'all see Mod V Care, they are hiring for overnight care center representatives. I do see the payment, $16 to $17 an hour. I always like to lead with this. Please don't write it off if it's not 20 or up, because remember, you're saving money by not leaving the house. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind when you see the pay rate, okay? Because you are saving in other expenses. And of course, we can't forget down there, tuition reimbursement, parental leave, accidental death insurance, parental leave, PTO, 401k, all that good stuff is coming with this position. So don't write it off, because like I said, it definitely has a lot of good stuff chock full inside. Let's look at some more information. And once again, it's remote. So all my peers who want to be remote, this could be your starter position or your permanent position, whatever you prefer. Okay, so as we see up there, they want you to make a difference, coming to work happy, or at least ready to help. Okay, we know we have our own, bad days as well, but as long as you can put that aside for the greater good of your job and try your best to come in and deliver the best customer service, this position is for you. Of course, they have an all caps overnight shift only. Based upon the ad, it looks like it is mostly for healthcare, like a healthcare related type of a position. Okay, so if you're coming from the healthcare field, you can easily transition to something like this, because they need that type of behavior of the caregiver, someone who's ready to help, empathetic, ready to listen to people's problems and try to find solutions. Okay, and then you see the start date, it says April 6th 2026. So they're hiring pretty early. Well, not pretty early. This is generally a good time for companies to see, go through candidates and things. So definitely try to put your application in as soon as possible. But let's look and see the other details. Okay, so as you can see, they want you to provide, compassionate care. Make sure that you are being, empathetic towards their situation, have a kind listening ear, and be proactive while you're listening to their issues, trying to figure out a game plan on what direction to go in to resolve their concerns or answer their questions. Okay, so this is just some of the things they're looking for, and make sure you pay attention to details. Reconfirm if any type of information, their names, the birthdays, any type of important information. Of course, make sure you're keeping it confidential, because that's a part of their rights, is to keep their private information and their personal information only to those who need to know. Okay, and for the final little summary of the list that they're looking for, they want you to be able to multitask. Okay, so while you're talking, be able to go through the screens, go through the questions, the script, things like that, without them really kind of knowing, you're just kind of going through the motions and doing a lot of things behind the scenes while they're talking to you or you're talking to them. Also, they want you to complete that lovely new hire training, and I have faith everyone can do that who wants this position. And we will also make sure that I'll put the link in the chat, in the comments, and also in the description, so you can apply for this position. And then just wanted to cover this last thing with Mod V Care, because it does have a chunk of states that they are hiring for. So if you're not in this list, if your residential state is not in this list, do not panic. They may expand it, so I'll keep a lookout for that, as well as I will look for other remote positions. But if you're in these states, have a go at it, because they're looking for you in these parts of the country. Okay. So just wrapping up, get them applications in, y'all, as soon as possible. Even on here it says expediently on their job post. So let's go, please. I wish y'all well, and I'm gonna be on the hunt for more remote jobs. Okay, so I'll keep them coming faster, because I know there are more that are coming out every single day. All right, y'all, take care. Peace.